important to play until the last whistle, even if you're losing. Keeping the scores tight could be important. But this is a big moment for women's sport in Africa. The inaugural CAF Women's Futsal AFCON is underway. Angola in red and black on the ball. Beo drops it off to the right-hand side. The pass cut out. Guinea will have a chance to look forward for the first time in the game. Big defensive intervention there. Jamila Katombela with an important pass, and there's the first goal. Angola cut out the Guinea attack and went straight down the other end. Angola 1, Guinea 0. Nothing there that Fatoumata Conte could do from close range. That was all about Jamila Katombela. She got it out to the right-hand side. Isabel Vidal, with a perfectly weighted pass, picked the spot for Joyce Victor, the Angola captain. And that's another little bit of history written. Angola with the opening goal inside the first minute. Shot from distance, sails over the top. Nininia, the goalkeeper, jumped up to make sure it was heading over the bar, but no danger for the Angola goalkeeper. As I mentioned, the 3 group winners will go through to the semi-finals. The 1 best runner-up will go through as well. The 2 eventual finalists will seal a place in the Women's Futsal World Cup at the end of 2025. So there is much at stake. African futsal glory and beyond on offer for a good run in this tournament. That one's out. And it will be kicked back in from the left side. If you're new to futsal, there is a lot in common with football, of course, but it's a faster and more technical game with some key differences. 5 players per team, as you can see, 4 out on the court, 1 goalkeeper in goal, 2 20-minute halves. As the group games will be contested, as Guinea almost have a little opening there for Saran Sidibe. Nininia, the keeper, able to roll it out. She has to roll it out as well. Goalkeepers must begin the play with their hands. That's a great pass, threaded through to the right-hand side, just a little bit too far forward. Jamila Katombela chasing down for it. Scosario Nandinho, the Angola boss. He was talking about a step-by-step approach to this tournament, growing 1 match at a time into this AFCON. He'll be delighted that his team have found a way in front inside the first minute here. They've put Guinea on the back foot already. Aminata Bangura sends it up towards the centre circle. It's good control. Has to go back to the goalkeeper though, but after the restart, the goalkeeper isn't really supposed to get the ball back until it's gone over the halfway line. Mariam Souma in discussions with referee Khalid Tanich. They're going to line up to block this penalty. Angola with the set play chance to double the advantage. Nordinha standing over it. Jamila standing over it as well. It will be knocked back to Janina. Jamila sees her shot blocked. Guinea looking to escape downfield if they can. Instead, there's a good battle for it in the middle. It was initially kept in play by Aminata Yula, but she couldn't stop it from crossing the line. The rolling substitutions, who can come on and off at almost any time. They'll start to play their part as the game wears on. It's a game of shifts, really. Such a physical game. Fitness so important, especially for the 2 ala positions, the 2 wider positions. There's 4 classic on-court positions in futsal. You've got the fixo, who tends to be the captain, the defensive player. The first one in front of the goalkeeper. In this case, that's the number 6, Joyce Victor for Angola. And Mariam Souma, the number 14 for Guinea. The two Ala players, the technical wingers, who have to be so fit, going up and down the court for the entirety of the game. And the pivot, the target player further forward, ready to create shooting opportunities for teammates or take shooting opportunities herself if they should open up. That's Jamila with the number 10 for Angola. Aminata Bangura with the number 4 for Guinea. The ball kicked in from the sidelines instead of a throw-in. 3 minutes played. Angola unable to increase their advantage yet. Foul on the sideline. Speu, Isabel Vidal. The two number 7s wide on the sideline. Sagan Sidibe penalised. There is a foul count in the halves of futsal. You can get 5 team fouls, and on the 5th one, you'll give away a 10-metre penalty. The foul count reset at half-time. Misplaced pass from Guinea. They're struggling to combine at the moment. Perhaps opening nerves. Angola have set the tone in the opening few minutes here. They'll pass it over towards the left-hand side. That was cut out. Important for Guinea, you feel, to get a good shooting opportunity on the board soon. Even if they can't score, they need something to just build their confidence at the moment. It's Angola looking more comfortable on the ball. Dionisia gets it forward to Abade. Substitutions now for Angola. Some fresh legs, trying to build on that early bit of momentum that they've got thanks to Joyce Victor's goal. That's Yudifat Francisco Teixeira, who's waiting to get her first taste of the action. Dionisia. Beo drops it back. Angola look to the right with Abade Pinto. This pass cut out. It's played out to the side, but maybe there was a chance for Aminata Bangura to hold on to that. Still inside their own half. There's a slip there from Mariam Souma. It's just not working out for them at the moment. Abdul Karim Kombassa will be looking to try and change things up here. Down the sideline it goes. It's just out of play. Simbarita Ngoy couldn't quite keep it in. She wasn't far away. Aminata Yula will get this restarted. Spuntagabi Souma, who's just come on as that's launched long downfield. Fatimata Conte tried to get something started. Instead, Angola have it back. But not for long. 5 minutes played in the first half of the first game at the first CAF Women's Futsal Africa Cup of Nations. Now Guinea with a chance to get a shot in, surely. Good save. There might be a follow-up. There is, but it's up and over. Sagan Sidibe with the secondary effort. Just up and too high. That was the first major opening of the match for Guinea. It was Spuntagabi Souma who's just come on. Had the initial effort, forced a really good save from Nininya. It's the first time the Angola goalkeeper has had to react. It's such a dangerous situation. Big chance for the leveller, and they find it. What an impact from Muntagabi Suma. She made Guinea's first chance just a moment ago. The same two players combine, and this time the pass from Sagan Sidibe, inch perfect across the area. Muntagabi Suma turns it home, and Guinea are on the board. Their first goal at the AFCON. And it was a really well-made goal as well. Guinea looking confident now. All of a sudden, the first 5 minutes belongs to Angola. Now, Guinea finding a second wind early on here. Angola looking to respond. There's a good tackle. Aminata Bangura preventing Simba from getting away down the left side. So Angola's early lead wiped out after a really well taken goal. Angola, who managed to get forward freely in the first couple of minutes. They haven't got forward for a while. Guinea with the next chance on goal. It's Sagan Sidibe who set up the equaliser with a really nice pass across. This time she attempted to go it alone, had the shot from the angle. Nininya was right behind it in the Angola goal. Fatoumata Conte in a little bit of trouble again. It does have to be played out with the hands. But the goalkeepers aren't allowed to take the ball back until the attack has developed further. They defended well against the last effort that was dropped back. Dionysia in there. Jamila waiting to take it. Jamila goes herself this time. The wall does its job. Guinea hang on. Here's a good look on the replay. Sagan Sidibe, who's been heavily involved now for Guinea. This time with a good defensive action. They will want to eradicate these penalties, Guinea. A couple of self-inflicted wounds, giving Angola maybe a chance to re-establish the upper hand. But for now, the two teams still level on the scoreboard. Both teams have a match against Egypt to come in Group B. Egypt with a little more experience and development in terms of women's football. They'll be the favourites in the group. You never know what's going to happen, of course, but Angola and Guinea will definitely both have been eyeing up this contest. This is the one to shake off the early tournament nerves and get settled in. That's a great bit of control there from Simba. She was unable to pull the trigger after that. Nearly took it away and opened up a shooting chance. Nearly, but not quite. Esther Antonio waiting to come on for Angola. It's Aminata Yula who's going to get the ball back here on the sideline. And she will kick this in to get things going with 12:46 on the clock in the first half. Long pass downfield. Aminata Suma trying to take over on that left side, but the pass a little bit too optimistic for Guinea on that occasion. Simba, who's been busy since she's come on, she'll try and make something happen, but straight out of play it goes. Good response from Guinea, you have to say. Angola were looking like they might have this all their own way in the first couple of minutes, but Guinea have steadied themselves. Coach Kombassa, a policeman when he's not a futsal coach. Simba again that time firing the shot off from way out. It was a nice technical effort, but it was off target. Abdul Karim Kombassa, the coach and policeman, said that the discipline and the organisation of his police work really helps him out as a coach, helps him out with the team. And he's helped Guinea to get back into this. The ball's won. Another shooting chance for Guinea. Can they open the scoring again? They couldn't quite take the lead for the first time. They opened up the chance. Aminata Suma, she slotted it past Nininha in the Angola goal, but it came back off the post and away. This time it's Angola clinging on. You're not allowed conventional slide tackles in futsal. You can't play the ball whilst you're on the ground either. Only the keeper is allowed to slide, and they have to go sideways on towards the ball. It's a fine line with tackles like that. You've got to get the ball clean whilst you're still on your feet before you allow your momentum to take you through. Guinea push forward with Buntegabi Suma. It's played back. Esther of Angola has it. Knocks it out to the right-hand side. Goalkeepers can come out of their areas, of course. Nininha just lost her footing there after controlling the ball. Ball's allowed to run through. Again, a tough physical challenge. Esther Antonio just had the ball taken away by Aminata Bangura. Tough challenge. Just about keeping it legal. Still Angola 1, Guinea 1. Guinea have hit the post as they looked to open up a lead for the first time in this AFCON. No offsides in futsal. 4-second limits to get the ball played back in. Both teams are afforded one timeout of 60 seconds per half. Guinea have it back and they'll get over the halfway line. A little bit lucky with the bounce of the ball. Guinea can keep it. The angled shot is a low one from Buntegabi Suma. Suma the goal scorer for Guinea. She couldn't add to her tally. That was almost given away. Naima, the number 3 for Angola, had to really throw herself in there to make sure that that wasn't a giveaway in a costly situation, but here is a giveaway in a costly situation. Aminata Bangura again putting in a Herculean defensive effort here. Everyone in the Guinea team plays their futsal domestically within Guinea. There are a couple of players in the Angola squads who play in Portugal. Out comes the goalkeeper, Nininha. Plays it long towards her opposite number. Angola signal for the change. It's Joyce Angelina Victor, the captain, who's back on for Angola. Joyce Victor, the player who scored within the first minute of the game to give Angola the lead. Guinea have since cancelled that out through Buntegabi Suma. Since then, the game has really evened up. Angola 1, Guinea 1. We're halfway through the first half. We're not really any closer to knowing who might take the opening win in Group B here. It's anybody's game at the moment, with a lot of futsal left to be played. Two technically gifted teams are just trying to find their way into this competition. A bit of early nerves shaken off. So the stoppage comes just over halfway through the first half. It's Aminata Bangura who's put in a tireless shift so far for Guinea. Coach Abdul Karim Kombassa weighing up what changes, if any, are needed. Bangura slowly back to her feet. Saran Sidibe off on the sidelines. Angola have the corner. Eloteria Abadi Pinto. She'll be the one to take it. The referee just ensuring that the court is mopped correctly. Sweat marks can, of course, cause some danger on a futsal court. You don't want to be slipping over every time you try and turn, and obviously in such a technical sport, you're turning at high speed all the time in futsal. Joyce Victor, the captain, sends it to the right. She'll get it back. Trying the left this time. Lourdinia, shot blocked. Aminata Yula coming in with another really robust challenge to block that shot. Lourdinia gets things restarted. That's chipped forward for Angola, and it had to be touched away. Aminata Suma flicking out the boot to make sure that that one didn't come through. Isabel Vidal was really close to getting on the end of that, but it's an Angola corner. Nothing more. They'll go direct with the shot. First time away from the corner. It was rolled back towards Lourdinia. That was a fiercely driven effort. You know what? That would have ended up right in the top corner. Fatimata Conte not got something on it. The other games taking place today at the Moulay Abdallah Sports Complex. We've got Madagascar against Senegal coming up. And then the hosts, home nation Morocco, they get their campaign started in Group A against Namibia here at 8 o'clock tonight. That one's taken quickly, just lashed up and over the top. This time Fatimata Conte doesn't need to get her fingertips on it. Again, Angola forcing Guinea back towards the goalkeeper. Aminata Suma didn't see another option. They concede another chance. 6-metre penalty for Angola. Still 1-1 against Guinea in the first half. Eloteria Abadi Pinto. She stands over this. There are other options as well. Lourdinia may be the one to take it. Perhaps it will be rolled out for Lourdinia. Angola with the penalty, and this time they make the most of it. They've got their lead back. Angola 2, Guinea 1. Lourdinia just smashing it through the wall this time. The quick move from Saran Sidibe. She came out to block. The shot through the legs and into the back of the net for Angola. Angola 2, Guinea 1, 12 minutes on the clock. Angola had a really good spell after that first goal from Joyce Victor. Can they do the same this time? Last time they couldn't add to the scoreboard and they allowed Guinea to slowly find their rhythm. Angola going through a good spell at the moment though. They've given the ball away. Really good movement from the number 7, Saran Sidibe, but the eventual pass was not powerful enough to find Haruna Yatara. Played long down the court, but far too close to Nininha in goal for Angola. No problem taking control of the ball. This time the pass dropped back by Jamila. Angola can't keep it in play. Guinea want to get this restarted quickly. Aminata Bangura once again for Guinea. Nininha waiting for something to come her way. This one drifts wide. No intervention needed for Nininha. It's launched long. That wasn't far away from working out. Direct stuff. Straight from the hands of Nininha. Isabel Vidal was so close to getting on the end of it. Good technical work from Sidibe again. Long shot. Straight towards Nininha. Both teams really holding their own in this contest. An even opener so far, but Angola perhaps deservedly have the lead. Both teams have had some good spells. Angola perhaps a little more. And after 3 chances with the 6-metre penalties, they made one stick to move 2-1 ahead. Guinea can get things restarted from the back. It's Mariam Haruna Yataga with the number 13 for Guinea, trying to make her impact. Angola find a bit of space for the shot, and it takes a deflection away from Fatoumata Conte in goal. Angola double their advantage, and for the first time, one of these teams has clear breathing space in the game. The shot was just sent in by Jamila Katombela. Bangura went for the block, but only turned it past her goalkeeper. Angola extend the lead, and that could be key. So by futsal standards, you wouldn't say it's 2 goals in quick succession necessarily, but 2 goals within a few minutes of one another, and suddenly it's gone from 1-1 to 3-1 Angola. They find themselves in a really strong position. Rosario Nandinho, the coach, he will be delighted with the way his team have responded after that tight early phase. Here's a chance for Guinea to get themselves back into the contest. The pass overhit out towards the left-hand side. Aminata Bangura had a wealth of options there. Maybe just hesitated a little too long. Tried to find Mamet Kamara. Overhit the pass. Nininha relieved to see that one just going wide of the post. Nininha was at full stretch. The Angola keeper. I think a few people thought that that one was in from their position in the stands. Angola coach Rosario Nandinho said that he wanted to use this tournament to ignite momentum in women's futsal in Angola. His team so far have ignited a bit of momentum from amongst themselves. From 1-1 to 3-1. They're in a healthy position here with 6 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first half. Angola on the right side, the captain plays it through. Jamila just lost her footing as she looked to get on the end of the pass, and now it's through the legs from Yataga, but there's nowhere else to go. Hand up from Beo Vidal. Guinea chance to take the kick in. Kamara, is there a shooting opportunity for the number 13, Yataga? She's quickly crowded out and blocked. Angola get things restarted. Joyce Angelina Victor, the captain, who got the scoring opened in this game. This time she can't progress any further. There will be a foul given against Joyce. The Angola captain chalks one up on the foul count for her team. Mohamed Camara was just breaking away down the right flank. Joyce Victor couldn't afford to let her go past. They'll go direct from the set piece. It's fired across the face of goal. Mohamed Camara just launching a low shot. She was just looking for a touch on that from somebody. A deflection from a defender, perhaps, as we've seen at the other end already. Mariam Haruna Yatara could have got a toe on the end of that. Might well have ended up in the back of the net. Here's a chance for Guinea to get one back. Good effort with the shots from Yatara as she was falling. There was a little bit of fortune in that for Jamila, who made the block. She had to readjust her feet, the Angola number 10. She got it swept away just in the nick of time. I think it's another technical foul given against Guinea here. The kick-in has to be taken with 2 feet both behind the line. Simba back to the goalkeeper. Good passing out to the right-hand side. Angola looking to string together some crisp movement. Teixeira moves down the court. Foul against Guinea. Angola have the set play. Movement up front in the first time shooting opportunity. Well, you can see the idea. Udifat moving into position for the first time strike. Tried to curl it towards the top corner, but just got everything underneath it. Sent the ball high up into the stands. Tackle in the middle. Strong play from Yatara to come out with the ball. The pass switched across. Aminata Bangura. This time she can't hold on to it. We're into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Angola still holding that 2-goal lead. Joyce Victor opening the scoring inside the first minute. Lodinia re-establishing the Angola lead after 12, and Jamila with a deflected effort to increase the advantage. Clear daylight between the teams. Angola in the driving seat. The pass right through to the edge of the area. That's a fantastic stop. Fatoumata Conte coming up with a big save. Great reactions. The pass through was inch perfect. Udifat was in behind. Fatoumata Conte with a great stop. Really important for Guinea to hang on within 2 goals. That's the kind of lead that can change in the blink of an eye. Shot down towards the near post, not a bad one. Lodinia trying to get her second for the day. Ball there, but it was briefly appealed, nothing given. The Angola coach questioning why Guinea still are allowed to play on here. Bangura has it. Kick in for Guinea over on the right side. Good organised defensive play from Angola. There's not much space for Guinea to work with. They need to try and win the ball back in situations like this, but Angola have slipped away. That's a nice pass down the right-hand side. It's kept in. Squared across goal. Aminata Bangura with another good defensive effort. The whistle had gone. It's played long down the court, but Simba was on the end of it. Nobody in white. Lodinia to get this restarted for Angola. 3 minutes 33 remaining in the first half. Angola leading by 3 goals to 1. No room for the shot. Muntagabi Suma has scored today, but that time she was cut out quickly. Again, Guinea looking a little desperate in defence. There's no pressure on that, but it's cleared away. Angola will get the ball back in a good position. They do show their lack of experience at times, Guinea, in comparison to Angola, but in the technical play, they're holding up well. They are capable of causing danger for Angola. It is a 3-1 lead, but Guinea far from out of it at this stage. 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Can they test Nininha here? The wall has to get 3 meters away from the position of the free kick. Mamet Camara taking it, goes for the far corner. This time more curl and placement than power, but although she went for the placement, she didn't have quite enough of it. It was curling and dipping towards the far post, but ultimately beyond the far post. Guinea can advance downfield, not many options. Mamet Camara might have to go it alone, and she tries to do that. She used the run of teammate Suma to draw away the defenders. Camara dreaming of the goal, but now at the other end there's a big chance. Camara's shot blocked at one end, and now Udifat with a big opening for Angola, but she sends it wide. Head in hands moment for the number 13, Udifat Francisco Teixeira. There was more in that for Angola. Guinea have it. They'll send it straight downfield. You could hear the countdown from 4 running out. You've only got 4 seconds to get play restarted in futsal. Keeps things at a high tempo. Should be an explosive and exciting game. Everything designed to play as quickly as possible. Keep things moving. And that is exactly what Fatoumata Conte does. Rolls the ball out, and Angola have it back. Shot from distance. Off target it goes. Angola, they do have the 2-goal lead, but had they been a little more clinical with their finishing, they've had more chances to extend this. Guinea with a couple of half chances to get themselves back in the contest. Inside the last 2 minutes of the first half. Guinea gaining experience as the game goes on. Angola looking to settle themselves on the continental stage. Now the breakaway is on. Goalkeeper's out, and goalkeeper makes a great save too. Nininha. Follow-up effort goes over. Nininha has taken a hit in that brave stop. Muntagabi Suma would probably like to have that one again. The effort on the rebound came in from Aminata Yula, but she sent it too high. And again we see Guinea, by keeping themselves in this contest, there are always these openings that come their way from time to time. Nininha, the number 1, has to go off. Isabel Ambrosia Francisco on in goal for Angola. Played back from the set piece. Good effort. Side netting only. Mamet Camara. She's got good power on her shots. And the placement there wasn't far off either. Quite some introduction for Ambrosia, the new goalkeeper for Angola. nearly beaten at the near post with a fierce low finish. Guinea would love to use the next 75 seconds or so to get themselves back within one before half-time. Angola maybe with a chance to extend their lead further. It's a big clash between two of them in the box. They're still down. Play continues though. Now the referee will bring this to a halt. Aminata Eula looks to be in some pain. Angola captain Joyce Angelina Victor also going down heavily. Eula just appeared to slip slightly as she got across. She did get the ball there, Aminata Eula. That didn't prevent that from being a very, very heavy collision though. Both players still down on the court, receiving attention. Hopefully everyone okay to continue. Well, that was a quick look at the opening goal of the game and the opening goal of the 2025 CAF Women's Futsal AFCON. Guinea got themselves back on level terms through Bunterabi Suma. Angola had more in store from this first half though. Lourdinha's free kick. She fired in after the penalty was rolled her way from 6 metres. Jamila's deflected effort giving Angola the 2-goal cushion, building on that first-minute goal from Joyce Victor. Joyce Victor still appears to be in quite some discomfort as she receives treatment on the sidelines. The referee will get this restarted. Drop ball goes to Angola. Jamila will send it back towards Neumann. Last minute before the break. Angola 3-1 to the good. Maybe another chance to extend. Shot from the angle. Wide on the near side. Always a live wire. Jamila Katombela. Here she is back on the ball. This time Guinea getting away from her though. Guinea waiting for the foul to be awarded, and it is. Sadin Sidibe. She was the one taken out. Free kick Guinea. Again, sent directly in, but too high from Bunterabi Suma. Not accurate enough. Nothing that Angola have to do. They'll try and distribute long again. Angola through the goalkeeper. Nininia switched out for Ambrosia after making a brave stop and taking a hit in it. That's a good pass through though. Guinea could be in behind. Not enough power on the shot. Bunterabi Suma just knocked off balance at the last moment. Important for Angola. Nininia back in goal. Foul goes against Jamila. The trip on Jamila. Sadin Sidibe sent down. Referee in the Guinea half just making sure the Angola players are the regulation 3 metres away. Angola have it back. Good position here for the shots. Can they increase the lead right at the end of the first half? Not quite this time. Fatoumata Conte holds on and might just hold Guinea in this competition. Angola do enjoy a 2-goal lead at half-time. But Guinea have prevented them from extending that further, and they've had some chances. Guinea chipping away at Angola. They could have pulled themselves back at 3-2 maybe. They had a couple of good moments. Nininia making one particularly impressive stop to hold on to Angola's 2-goal lead. And Fatimata Conte wouldn't let Angola get any more before the break. The goal inside the first minute from Joyce Victor will go down as the first of this CAF Women's Futsal AFCON. Angola have found 2 more since then, Ludinia and Jamila with a deflected strike to make it 3. Guinea had equalised after a rocky first 5 minutes. Buntarabi Suma slotting in after a great pass across from Sidibe. At that point it was 1-1. Aminata Bangura going off hobbling. Joyce Angelina Victor, the captain of Angola, also ending the first half with a knock. Hopefully everyone okay to continue when the second half gets underway in Rabat. But for now, the half-time score, Angola 3, Guinea 1 in the opening game of the CAF Women's Futsal AFCON. Angola and Guinea head back out onto the court, ready for the second half of this opening game in the CAF Women's Futsal AFCON 2025. It's Angola who have the advantage. They're 3-1 up as we prepare to start the second half here. Guinea will start with the ball for the second half. They've got to come back to prepare. They're 2 goals down, but they are not yet out. Abdul Karim Kombassa will have had some time to talk to his players and get them prepared to get back underway for the second half and try and bring this back. They go for the initial shot. Getting back to 3-2 as soon as possible will, of course, be the main goal for Guinea, but I didn't necessarily expect them to have the shot from the first second of the second half. Mamet Camara not afraid of giving it a go, but Angola have got this back. They almost managed to escape down the right-hand side. Sidibe did well to win it back for Guinea, but the pass eventually drifts all the way off target. Angola will have it with a kick in. Back it goes from Beo Vidal. Neumer plays it across the defence. She'll get it back, Neumer, the number 3. Angola with a few more years of experience in terms of the development of women's football in the country. It does put Guinea at a bit of a disadvantage, but they're trying to grow the game, and they might find themselves 4-1 down. Big block from Aminata Bangura. Between the end of the first half and now the beginning of the second, Angola's chances to get their 4th are really adding up. There has been some heroic defensive play from Guinea to hold them just about in this game. If they get the next goal, it is back on. Angola well organised at the back. Guinea finding it difficult to do what they're doing here and combine good passes going forward. They managed it nicely that time, but even then, Aminata Bangura was at full stretch when she tried to take the shot. Bangura's been everywhere today. It's tough on her that the third Angola goal has actually gone down as a Bangura own goal. Referee had a think about that, but Mamet Camara has been awarded the foul. Beo for Angola just took an arm to the face, but she was the one conceding the free kick. Mamet Camara, is she going to go direct again? Only one player in the wall. She's got to protect herself. Shot from Mamet Camara just never looked right. Didn't catch it. Sliced it well wide. Angola start again. The pass across the back towards Abadi Pinto. Did that cross the line? Not quite. It's all the way down the line. Guinea get it back. Aminata Yula. Well, there's not a world of difference between the two teams, both struggling at times to get their passes clicking, but generally Angola looking a bit more comfortable when they get into opposition territory than Guinea. And Angola on the defensive side, seemingly able to crowd out the Guinea players a little earlier. When Guinea come up with the big defensive plays, they tend to be last-ditch, desperate defensive efforts to keep out Angola. In the other direction, Rosario Nandinho's Angola rather holding Guinea at arm's length. Guinea needs something to open up. Now maybe a chance. Again, they had the space, but not the time. What about this time? Camera forced away. That was a good example of what I was talking about. This time, Guinea really finding a way to combine into opposition territory well. They got forward towards the Angola box, but Suddenly, from a good-looking position, time and space just evaporates for the Guinea forwards. Out it goes in the defensive half for Guinea. They'll have the chance to get it kicked back in. 17-17 on the clock. No change to the score in the second half, but both teams with some openings and opportunities. Aminata Yula. She's got Bangura in support, unless she looks forward into opposition territory. Now maybe a chance to get in behind. Will the ball fall loose? The goalkeeper had to make a stop. Now it's Angola living dangerously. Again, it's the tireless Aminata Bangura coming in to make the challenge. Not for the first time today. Filomena Agostinho, or Nininha. She finds herself injured. She had to make that block against Sidibe. The initial save came at the cost of Mamet Camara, who thought she was just going to touch it around the goalkeeper. She would have been able to roll it into the empty net. Sidibe was there on the follow-up. And Nininha had her left leg trodden on as she threw herself in to make the save. The left leg is strapped already as well, so this might be trouble for Nininha. Isabel Ambrosia Francisco did get a brief chance in between the sticks for Angola in the first half, and she'll come back on. The goalkeeper with the number 12 jersey, she'll have to take over again. Plays her futsal with Galacticas Tahuila in Angola. Now Ambrosia will get back on the continental stage. "17 minutes exactly still to play. The stoppage for an injury to Angola goalkeeper Nininha. Angola leading by 3-1. Guinea putting up a good fight here, though. If it wasn't for good saves like the one that Nininha just showed, a double stop there which has caused her the injury, then Guinea could quite well be back in this at 3-2. Angola consistently creating chances of their own, though, and they'll try and do the same again here. They leave this, it's blocked, but as it wasn't kicked in, the movement just confused Saran Sidibe there, and she blocked from too close. Sidibe given a caution. If she gets another one of those, Saran Sidibe, she will be sent off for the remainder of the game. It would mean that Guinea have to play with a player fewer for 2 minutes or until the opposition score. Back it goes to the halfway line. Guinea on the ball again. The pass just wrong footing Aminata Bangura. That was the deflected effort from the dead ball situation. In fairness, Fatoumata Conte, the Guinea goalkeeper, had to do well to readjust and make the save. Pass across. Always a dangerous option in futsal if somebody can get there and get a touch on it, but that time it was behind everybody in red and black. Guinea can get this restarted with Aminata Bangura. Long shot blocked. Saran Sidibe with no way through. She'll cut out the pass though. Guinea can turn it around and look in the other direction. Bangura, low shot. Claimed by the number 12, Ambrosia. That will do her a bit of good. She'll have the confidence of that first stop. When she came on in the first half, she was immediately greeted with a low, powerful Mamet Camara shot into the side netting. Pass down the sideline. Dionysia. She's closed out by Aminata Yula, but Angola will have the ball back. No rush from Dionysia to get this one back in play. She will roll it into position. Joyce Victor back on the pitch, on the court. Sent it across. Nobody there. Guinea can get it restarted. 15:46 to play. Aminata Yula. Guinea gain a few yards down that right-hand side, but nothing more, and Aminata Yula will have to get it kicked in again. Just crossed the line, say the officials. Angola keep it in. Back it goes to Ambrosia. Got it out to a teammate, but as it gets down towards the halfway line, it's Aminata Yula who's over to cover. Plays for Guinea Foot Elite. Definitely some elite interventions from Guinea players so far to hold Angola at 3. Quite a spell in the first half. Guinea were really holding their own at 1-1. They look to have really found their flow, but Angola with 2 goals in reasonably quick succession to establish the 3-1 advantage, and nothing has gone into the back of the net since the 14th minute when Jamila's deflected shot was turned into her own net by the unfortunate Aminata Bangura. 5 minutes gone in the second half. Aminata Yula with the ball into opposition territory, maybe a shooting chance. Again, the space closed down, no shooting lane opening up for the number 10 camera. It's poked out of play, Guinea ball. Pass through the gap. Bangura cut out quickly. Important for Guinea that the pass was cut out quickly as well. There was space over on the left for Angola. Good drag back and pass through from Aminata Bangura. Can she make something happen for Camara? Shot punched away. Isabel Ambrosia a little busier now in the Angola net. Guinea ball once again. Ahmet Camara looks like maybe want to make something happen for Guinea. Instead this time, she doesn't quite get it right. That was a lovely drag back and shot. Flicked it with the laces towards the corner. It would have snuck just inside the post. Ambrosia had to get over to push it to safety. Guinea going through a good patch now, but still trailing by 2. Guinea have it back. Shot from the angle blocked. It was Sagan Sidibe once again. Chipped across. Camara has to go back. Yula. Camara through the legs. Nobody getting on the end of it for Guinea. A throw over the top was not a bad idea. Angola put it out of play. Guinea coach Abdul Karim Kombassa said he wanted this tournament to showcase the potential of Guinean women's futsal, and they're doing that so far. They've got their first goal in the tournament, that will do them good. They may be trailing against Angola, but they're giving them a really good contest. The Guinea coach actually discovered futsal when he was in Egypt, so it will be an interesting meeting An emotional meeting, I'm sure, for him when Guinea take on Egypt in the next Group B game. That comes up in 4 days' time. Angola back in action in 2 days when they play Egypt on the 24th. Shooting chance again. And one more time, it's Mamet Camara. She is the dangerous target for Guinea, but she lost her footing at a crucial moment there, slipped with the shot, kind of blocked it with her standing leg. Last touch came off Joyce, the Angola captain. Somehow this one has stayed in. Guinea fighting for it up against the touchline. Camara felt that she was fouled, but Angola continue. The whistle does not go in Guinea's favour. Out of play over on the right-hand side from Lodinia. Rosario Nandinho said that Angola have been working on their high press, their transitions, and there is one such transition. It nearly got them in on goal. They've been working on the transitions, the high press, the set plays, and their ability to adapt. And they might need to show some of that adaptive ability here, because Guinea rather, are in a good spell. Guinea perhaps looking stronger in opposition territory than they have done at any time in this game. Angola need to show their versatility. What can they do to try and find an attacking foothold again? That one stays in play. Eventually it will drift over the line, but the officials say that it's a Guinea ball. Angola boss also identified this as what he calls the most competitive group in the whole tournament, as the shot is well off target from Lodinia on the bounce. And if indeed this is to prove the most competitive group in the tournament, Angola will be absolutely delighted to be 3-1 to the good. They're still a while away from securing the points from this opening game, but they're still in a good position, in a really strong position. Guinea battling hard, but they can't really find a way to give Ambrosia in the Angola goal too much trouble at the moment. Abade. Out of play for an Angola ball. Guinea briefly get it restarted, but it's Beu who'll be over to take it instead for Angola. Down towards the byline they go. Beu fires it in from the angle, off the frame of the goal and away. Angola going close, and they'll have the free kick. Isabel Vidal going down. That's how close it was, though, from Abade, off the front post and just away across the face of goal. Referee Khalid Tanich saying, wait for the whistle. He'll make sure the Guinea players get the required distance away. Set play situation for Angola. Lodinia, she'll be the one to get this going. Goes direct into the wall, blocked quickly. Aminata Eula there to make sure that that one is turned away. Namik Camera has to step back away from the corner. Deflected across the face, but no danger for Guinea. Not yet. Angola still have this though. Kick in from over towards the right corner. Fired across in front and booted clear down the court. It's bouncing back towards the Angola goal. Simba lets it roll through to the goalkeeper. Abade. Good pass down to the right. A little bit more room now. Blocked in the middle, had to be turned away from in front of her own goal by Aminata Eula. She's getting busier and busier as this second half wears on. Next effort blocked again. Angola continue to press for goal number 4. The good attacking momentum from Guinea has rather ebbed away in the last minute or so. Now it's Angola on the attack one more time. Shot direct. Simba Rita Ngoy looking for the far corner. She caught the shot really well from the sideline. It wasn't far away from just firing into the right angle. Now Guinea get away. Good pass into the middle, and they should have got one back. Sagan Sidibe with the biggest opening for Guinea in the second half. She was right in front of goal. Credit to Ambrosia, the goalkeeper who came out, made herself big. But that was really well worked. Guinea got into Angola territory. There was a bit of a tread of the ball over on the left side that looked like it might take away their momentum, but then the pass was right on point towards Sagan Sidibe in the middle. Now Angola attacking again from the other side. Isabel Vidal is blocked yet again by Aminata Eula. Bale gets it restarted. She's got it back on the byline. Angola going back and forth in that right corner. They'll wait for it to be blocked out of play. Still Angola 3, Guinea 1. Both sides now will feel that they should have scored after the break, but nobody has changed the half-time score. Angola still in the box seat, leading by 2. Angola win it back in a good position here. They'll go direct. That was spinning away wide. Angola corner, it's taken in well. And another good chance for the first time shot, right from the edge of the area. Jamila Katombela rushing in, and she was picked out there. She got into a pocket of space, nipped in between the Guinean players. That was sent across goal. Another big chance. But Angola still unable to extend their lead. Stoppage here as Aminata Eula's down. That's no surprise really. She's given it absolutely everything in this game for Guinea. Lovely scenes as the substitution is made. Aminata Yula couldn't get herself off the court quick enough, so her teammate carried her off. Talk about team spirit, talk about unity. Guinea behind at the moment on the scoreboard, but they're doing themselves proud in the CAF Women's Futsal AFCON. They have found a goal. Buntagabi Suma with an equaliser in the first half. For large periods of this game, Guinea have really held their own against Angola. Mamet Camera waiting to come back on. Bale Vidal ready to get play restarted for Angola. Referee just making sure that Mariam Suma is far enough away. Angola go down into the corner. Will they send it across goal? They'll send it to the edge of the box. Guinea have got to choose who deals with it. Mariam Suma rolls it not into the path of Aminata Suma. She wasn't quite on the same wavelength. Angola can get it started again. The tackle is a good one. The pass, not such a good one though. Aminata Suma sends it spinning out of play when there was an option open over on the right flank. Good tackle. Now maybe if the pass was a bit cleaner, Guinea could have got away there. Shooting chance from distance. That one's blocked. Aminata Bangura spins around on the ground. Keeps going. Can Guinea win this back? Mariam Suma trying to take the right-footed shot. Lost her balance, and it's turned in at close range. Guinea finally have the goal back. Both teams have had chances to score in the second half, but crucially for Guinea, it is they who are on the board. The first goal of the second half, and Guinea are back within one. It wasn't the cleanest piece of play, but the eventual pass in from Saran Sidibe was turned in. Nice moment for Aminata Bangura, having been credited with an own goal at the other end. She's now on the scoreboard at the right end. How will Angola respond? That's how they'll respond. Good shot on target. Fatoumata Conte with the initial save. And the ball was perilously close to being turned in on the rebound. Guinea make the clearance in the nick of time. Whistle goes. 8 minutes left in the second half. It's back to 3-2. Angola's lead cut in half. Angola on the ball, down towards the right side. Tough tackle. This is where fitness comes into play. The ball has spent a lot of time off the court in the second half, but although both teams have had a little bit of time here and there to recuperate, tiredness will be a factor. Such a demanding sport in terms of fitness. That's sent low across goal by the number 7, Bale Vidal. Guinea riding high, but they still need more for the equaliser. Mamet Camara trying to make it happen. Her shot deflected behind for a corner. They tried a set-piece routine as the corner is laid back towards Mariam Suma, but it just got a little bounce before she hit it. It was well up and over. That was the goal, though, that has got Guinea back in it. Ambrosia beaten in the challenge. Full credit to Saran Sidibe, who's got 2 really nice assists for Guinea in this game. not written amongst the list of scorers, Segan Sidibe, but she has been a really key figure in everything good that Guinea have done. 2 brilliant passes, 2 finishes for 2 Guinea goals. Now Aminata Souma on court as Guinea look to try and strike back at 3-3. That's a good pass forwards. Abaje. Free kick goes Angola's way. Good chance to see from that angle that there was just not quite any contact with the ball. Angola have had that comfortable margin for a long time now. They carried the 2-goal lead throughout the second half. How do they respond now that that's been cut back to 1? Good pass out. There's a bit of space for Angola here. It's cut back towards the edge of the box. It slipped past Fatoumata Conte in the Guinea goal, but to Guinea's relief, it rolled past the far post too. Defender and goalkeeper almost getting in each other's way there as the ball just smashes into the microphone over in the corner. Conte sends it long down the court, but too long. And Ambrosia, who's still in goal for Angola after Nininha went off injured. It's an easy gather for the number 12, who gets things restarted for Angola. That's given away though. Pass across to the left. Mariam Souma was not quite ready for it. She's just wrong-footed there as Mamet Camara just held up briefly before the challenge. Souma delayed her run and then found herself on the back foot when the pass did come across. Angola want the free kick, it's not coming. Options both sides for Guinea. Can they find the leveller? Mariam Souma pokes it over the top from a great position. It came to the captain. She tried to lift it up and over the goalkeeper and catch the inside of the roof of the net. Instead it was too high. That's the first gilt-edged chance for Guinea to peg Angola back at 3-3. Angola trying to work it out from the back. They've gone direct down the court several times, but now they're just trying to get comfortable again on the ball. Good movement so far to get them over the halfway line. The ball goes astray though, and Guinea have it back. Shot from distance, it's blocked from the boot of Aminata Souma. Out it goes, 5:45 to play in the second half. Guinea pushing for that leveller now. Is it Angola who are running out of steam? I thought Guinea might be up against it, given their desperate last-ditch defensive efforts, but now they're back at 3-2. They've got an extra wave of belief and determination. Challenge from Souma. Abaje still has it for Angola though, over on the right-hand side. She might get it back here on the right. She does indeed. Down the touchline she goes. Chance to send something across, maybe. Jamila. Shot eventually from Eleuteria Abaje Pinto. Way up and over, that's a great ball through. Maybe another shooting chance, it's a low shot. Aminata Bangura didn't catch it too badly. Isabel Ambrosia had to get down, but she did so. Made the stop, and Angola still hold on to their 1-goal advantage, which feels rather more flimsy than it did a few moments ago. Credit to Guinea, they believed that there was a path back into the game for them, and now there really is. clock is against Abdul Karim Kombassa's team, though. It's Rosario Nanjinho and Angola who have the lead as we enter the last 4.5 minutes of regular time. Angola send it long. Bale turned across and nearly put into her own net. Heart-in-mouth moments there for Aminata Suma. She almost scored the own goal, then couldn't get it clear. Angola keep it. Joyce out to the left. Nice pass into the corner. Angola haven't yet made the most of their opportunities. They could have scored more. Now they could use another one to make this more comfortable. Ball across, good save, it comes loose. And it's turned in on the rebound. Angola have their 2-goal lead back. It's Joyce Angelina Victor with her 2nd goal of the tournament, her 2nd goal of the game. And Angola are 2 in front once again. The shot from Isabel Vidal, well saved. But Joyce Victor, the captain, was right there to turn home the rebound. Too many of those kind of chances have been sent wide today by both teams. This time, though, Joyce back in the goals. And Angola ahead by 4 goals to 2. Angola pass it about. Here is the goal scorer for 1-0 and 4-2. Joyce Victor back on the ball, passes it out to the left. Angola with a renewed spring in their step, having found that 2-goal lead again as we enter the closing stages. Less than 3 minutes to play. And suddenly, after their comeback, Guinea were in the ascendancy. Now it looks like Angola have the confidence. There is still a route through for Guinea, even if they can't make the comeback. The best second-place team in the group, in one of the groups at least, will also find a way to the semi-finals. That will be difficult for any of the losers from their first games. Sidibe has it back. She deserves a goal today for her efforts. That time her pass off target. We haven't been able to say that very much today. Angola coming down, and it's turned in. Jamila Katombela clashed with the back post, having turned the ball home, and Angola extend the advantage. And they've surely got a winning margin now. Good ball across. Jamila basically couldn't miss from that kind of position. It's harsh on Guinea, who have fought really hard in this second half. If they could get themselves another goal from somewhere, it would still be a really respectable scoreline. Well, the look on the face of Aminata Bangura shows that she knows it's a long way back from here. Angola with the team talk at 5 goals to 2 ahead. Rosario Nanjinho has a chance to have a word with his players, perhaps for one last time before the end of the match. Angola 3 ahead now, looking like they're going to take this win in the opening game of the CAF Women's Futsal AFCON 2025.
transição, disseram 2 contra 1. Senão não conseguimos, porque elas ficam lá paradas. Então, se precisamos ganhar tempo, vamos tocar aqui. Mas sempre em alerta, quando elas subirem, temos sempre apoio, porque 4 em linha, 4-0, certo? Vamos lá. Para fazer esse passe ali. Porra. Não vale só fazer esse passe, filho.
Coach Nandinho called his team warriors before this tournament began. And they have battled really hard here against the Guinea pressure in the second half. They have got more experience, Angola. They came in as the favourites. Guinea have done themselves proud, but Angola look to have stretched that lead. It's surely too far back for Guinea to dream of an equaliser now. Foul goes the way of Bale Vidal. Angola get things restarted with just over 90 seconds of futsal remaining in game 1. This is a Group B clash between Angola and Guinea. Egypt, the other team in the group. Bale Vidal. Aminata Suma down there in defence for Guinea. Aminata Bangura will be helped back to her feet. She's another one who's put in a tireless shift for Guinea today. The likes of Aminata Yula, Aminata Bangura, they've just given it absolutely everything for Guinea, and the hope is that they'll be ready to go again. They do have 3 days off after this before their next game on the 26th. The turnaround is a little quicker for Angola. They'll be relieved to have this margin at this point in the game. It means they don't have to go in with full intensity. They can take their foot off the gas just a little at the end of this game, with the victory essentially sewn up. They won't want to concede too many though. Guinea on the break, maybe a chance. Good pass out to the right side, the ball across, rebound almost came back for Mamet Camara. In the end, she just blocked the ball out of play, Mamet Camara. It's Jamila Katombela. The goal that she scored in inverted commas, Jamila Katombela, in the first half, that went down as an own goal. But she did find the net clearly for herself in the second half, making it 5-2 in favour of Angola, who now have the 10-metre penalty for Lourdinia. Lourdinia, who found the back of the net from a 6-metre penalty in the first half for Angola. Now she's got the 10-metre penalty. Can Angola add some gloss to the scoreline in the final stages of this one? Lourdinia blasts it towards the net. Fatoumata Conte gets the fingertips on it to turn it away. Struck well. Conte comes up with the save. Played back. Tough tackling, but Angola escaped with the ball. Clock running down now. Angola virtually assured of the victory at this stage. They lead by 5 goals to 2. They've pulled clear late in the second half. They look to add some more gloss to the scoreline. That's another good save from Fatoumata Conte. Decent strike from Jamila Katombela. That's how she scored to make it 5-2. Corner rolled back. They'll go back into their own half. Angelina Victor sends it down to the right. Angola ball. 30 seconds remain. Dugame is on with the number 2 jersey for the last few moments for Guinea. Here down the right-hand side. Angola go back instead, and they'll run out the clock here. They invite the Guinea players forward. They'll see if there's a bit of space in behind in the last 10 seconds of the game. Guinea have it back. Is there one last shooting chance? There is, but it does not quite work out. To Drame. That was one of many good saves from Fatoumata Conte. But the clock has wound down. Angola have held on. They pulled clear after Guinea had mounted a second half comeback. Bangura's goal got them back to 3-2. Angola looked to be maybe in trouble for a while. Guinea pushing to make it 3-3 and tie the game up, but instead it was Angola who found the goals late in the second half. Joyce Victor scoring on the rebound to make it 4-2. Jamila getting on the end of a ball across from Bale to tuck in for 5 goals to 2. Tears for Fatoumata Conte, but she's done a really good job in the Guinea goal today. Angola scored 5, but for a long time they were desperately searching for more goals. Guinea held this game close for a long time, but Angola have come through in the end by 5 goals to 2. The first goal of the tournament was scored by Joyce Victor inside the first minute. From that point, Guinea were up against it, but they gave it a really good go. Angola running out 5-2 winners. Angola coach Rosario Nandinho said that the energy was electric in his team. They had a desire to prove that Angola belong on this stage, and they surely have proven that today with a big win in the opening game. We'll go to the interview soon.